No, I did shoot a commercial where I had to play a bowler about 5 or 6 years earlier. So there were some uncanny similarities between that commercial and the film.
Was that the inspiration for the film?
I don't think so. No. Dave, who made the film, had no idea I'd done that commercial. I showed him later.
Okay.
So,
Well, you faked it really well.
thank you.
Hello, my name is Eric Allen Forster. Eric Allen Forster. I'm the director of writer and director of Blood of Ghent. That
It was done very well. I liked it because I didn't know where it was going. So I did like following it along, and I do like period pieces as well. Were there any challenges for you? Technical difficulties. Were there any challenges for you specifically in doing a period piece?
there are always problems doing period pieces. This is the second, but certainly not the last one I'll be working on. The biggest thing is, how do we shoot a piece that's set in the year 1850 when we're in 23
Yeah.
Oakville, Ontario? So it's about location.
Yeah.
Getting a hold of wardrobe is also an interesting challenge. And then, there's just so many different moving pieces to recreate. Not only is it the year, but it's the place. We're not in Louisiana, for anyone who's from here, but we shot it here, and we tried to recreate it as best as we could. And so yeah, that's really what you're trying to climb over the hurdles of the time and the era that they lived in, actually trying to build a world, what it was like then.
So what drew you to this story specifically?
I'm a really big history. I can't take all the credit there. My co-creator and director of photography, Sarah Bernier, absolute genius. Unfortunately, she can't be here today. Working on films with her is like a snowball effect of sorts. Don't ever stop. So what she does is she starts, she'll say, and how that worked was, number one, I was trying to figure out, how am I going to write something that'll make sense and do and that's palatable for the audience? But then how are we going to do it different? How are we going to steer from what normal tropes in war films are? We didn't really want to focus on of
Yeah.
the war itself. We kind of wanted to tell a human story.
It was character driven.
Yep.
Very much so. I very much enjoyed it. Okay, so I'm putting this in your head. Cats in space. Go.
Cats in space. Okay.
I'm going to move on to the next filmmaker, though.
So my name is Alex. So I am one of the halves of Control, with Marco over here.
Hello, I'm Marco.
And this was really the first project that I had the honor of working on with Marco. And it kind of, again, just started off as a little idea that we had, Michael in the audience today. And we just wanted to tell a story about music and how it connects with everyone else. So.
And the DJ aspect of that, that there are actual DJs.
In the film?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael's kind of mentor, Patrick, on the DJ back in the day,
Back
which
in
is
the
not
day.
so long ago. And he's had some stage time and has played for large audiences, small audiences, and kind of has, way of connecting people within the music, which has inspired Michael to do the same thing. And Michael's today, and will continue to do so, I hope.
That's because music itself is a power connector, right? Of regardless of any other quality, you can all relate to music. And I really enjoyed that about your film. What is your next project?
Next project. No, we're going into. I am going into my 4th year, so that means another film that we might have the opportunity to create.
Cats in Space.
Space is a good one.
Just saying.
I had the opportunity of working on another project for my 2nd semester, which might, be playing at the Oakville Film Festival again. Who knows?
Fingers crossed.
But keep on the lookout for it. It's called Pasta Peas and a Little Bit of Butter, and I did it with these folk here again. So
Nice. Well, when a good thing works, keep it,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Eden Wasserman, and I directed the documentary about the exceptionally joyful van. Yeah, and I'm here with Jonas, our editor. Hi, that's Jonas. All right.
A man of few words. The van, I loved it. I'm assuming the van is a real thing. It really exists.
It was actually CGI. We fooled you all.
Ooh.
Yeah, so yeah, you saw the movie. My grandparents bought it in
Yep.
1970, and then my dad in the 90s, and yeah, they took it all over the place, coast to coast to coast is what they would say. And then yeah, we never I myself never went on anything that crazy, but I just like to the Pinery and 4-hour away camping trips. But yeah, my dad and his friends when they were in college took it all over the place and stuff like that.
So your sister was in the film as well, correct?
Yeah.
Now, do you guys fight over who gets to take the van?
Yeah, we've joked about that a lot. I mean, the fight should solve it pretty easily, but I think we kind of just can't come to the terms that we're just gonna share, just kind of. Yeah, my sister's off right now. She's got a job over in Europe. She's doing cycling and stuff like that. She's in Scotland right now. So I mean, she's doing all that. So I mean, I should just get the van really, because
You should be using it. It would be a shame for it to just sit in the driveway.
Exactly. Oh yeah, it's definitely not going to do that. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Well, thank you very much. You can say a few words if you'd like. You had
yeah.
a small, you said hi.
Yeah. Yeah, you already said it, but my name is Jonas Sabellis and edited One Happy Van, and I'm really proud of it.
What is your editing?
I did a lot of documentary, I don't know, it's easy for people to just be themselves and film them. I don't know, act silly.
Oh, I don't know. Acting silly is so much fun.
No, but yeah, I don't know. It was a lot of fun editing it. We had it. It was a bit of a problem. Condense it down. I think turned out well.
Turned out really well. I loved it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Borns. I was the director of Boba.
Of which one?
Boba, the one about bubble tea and a little cat thing. Thank you.
Almost Cats in Space, but not quite.
Almost. Cats in a tea shop.
That's in a tea shop. So now what made you want to tell this story? I thought it was really cute. The little cat was amazing. What drew you to this?
So back up a little bit to third year. I just graduated my fourth year from the animation program at Sheridan. When I was in my third year, I was doing my group film, which I think a few of the films that showed here were the group films. And it was my last couple of weeks. We were grueling through it, and I got a cup of bubble tea that I swear to God changed my life. Took me through fourth year.
To bubble tea. A bubble tea, so go. No,
You should. It's pretty good.
don't shoot. My,
Hi, I'm director and writer of Yesterday, and there's a couple.
Hey, I'm the composer.
Okay, so you were just the roles again?
I'm the director and writer.
Right? Producer. Play a big part in the horror film. I know that was the backdrop of it, or was the concept always kind of in your brain while you were thinking, I got to write a film?
Yeah, I wanted to write something that like used COVID as like the part of the story, but really it was all about just kind of creating a really like visual auditory experience.
Okay. Yeah, that came across because it wasn't, I liked that it wasn't really COVID based. It was more the relationship of the characters, which I thought was great. So in producing this kind of a film, what was the biggest challenge that you had?
So because like it's supposed to be part of my certain capstone project, because in a way kind of get really upset with the COVID, and suddenly we just kind of change to an indie short film. So indie short film is kind of a lot of challenge about kind of like paperwork, finding location, and everything's kind of so last minute.
Yeah.
So we're able to pull through. Yeah.
Well, you did a great job. It didn't feel last minute to me at all. And as a composer, there's been a lot of movies in this festival this year that have music or had music as a component to tell the story, which I think is always very important because music sets the tone. It sets how you feel, if you get goosebumps or if you're supposed to laugh. What was the biggest challenge for you in doing the music for this film?
Well, it was honestly a really exciting. I've been like an electronic music producer for a couple of years, and I've always grown up with the love of like film and video games and soundtracks in general. So it was a blessing that I was approached to soundtrack, because there was definitely a lot of experimental things that I was able to incorporate through my experience in electronic music. And I guess the biggest challenge was trying to convey the vision that Clara and Leo had for the movie, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You did a good job. Thank you. All three of you did a great job on that film.
Hi, I'm Violet Elliott. I am the co-director and co-producer and the actor in the documentary about dwarfism.
It was a great film. And say that I was thoroughly engaged through the whole thing. What was the key message that you want people to take away from that film?
Oh, there's so much. I think just like I just wanted to raise awareness about dwarfism. Just having someone different tell their story, because I feel like when people think of dwarfism, they think Peter Dinklage or Warwick Davis, and we hear like so many things from kind of the people with dwarfism in Hollywood, and I just wanted to get like regular people to tell their story and make everyone realize that like we have feelings, we have thoughts, we have like our own.
That's another theme in the festival this year. Underneath everything, we're all the same, right? So stop kidding yourself that you're unique. I mean, we're all blood and vessels and feelings and love and respect I appreciate that you brought that to the thank you very much.
Thank you.
For Billy's Boring Ballad.
Billy's Boring Ballad. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I had so many questions about this. So he's in the it was just such a cute film. Are you a library nut? First of all, I guess would be my first question. Do you love libraries?
Well, I like to read books, so
Okay, so that reality. How did you come to merge those two train thoughts? How did the story come to you? Inspiration for the
at, first of all, like I really love comedy films, and also like when I first read the script, it was just like I can relate to the story, just like how young Billy's have a dream to become a baker. He wants to be with Sabrina. I have a dream as well. I'm a filmmaker.
not an assassin though, right? Okay.
And it's just like and for me it's like, oh, just like Billy, I want to be yeah, that's kind of like an inspirational story.
Become the hero of your own story. I love fear because what's the worst that happens? Fall on your face, and then you get back up. Nobody's gonna laugh at you, especially not in Go ahead. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Zia Javed, and I'm the producer, writer, and director of Spinover, a short about the vessel mom who goes for cricket tryouts. And here's my team.
Hi, I'm Nawab and I play Hina in Spinover.
Hi, Dylan, and
Hi, I'm Carol Churamel. I'm the producer and the editor of.
Not sure, and Nigel Romero, who's the first lady, is also in the audience.
Amazing. So are we actual cricket players?
I wish.
Would have made filming a lot
Made my
easier,
job
right?
easier.
Okay, so for the actor, not
of our lives, and I was also wrong. Even like I was part of women's group and all, they all pivoted to playing cricket, even from badminton or anything, because it was somewhat COVID. You played out in the open and there's
outside space.
yeah, I mean, and it was interesting to see how otherwise were not even playing anything, just took up a sport. Many of them were moms too, and I found that really interesting. And I thought this story, we need to tell that.
Moms can do anything.
They sure can.
Okay, so for the two actors, tell me what was the biggest challenge in doing this film for you?
We really like the story, and I think as we grew up in South Asian cultures, you grew up with the sport, so to train. Film were the professional cricketers.
Oh, nice.
So we had that support and care, and they're actually friends now who we stay in touch with. So physicality of it and portraying it with authenticity was what I'd say was a challenge.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree because growing up, I wasn't very athletic, honestly, but did play cricket at school. And so when Shazia thought I would be good for the role, nature of character.
Yeah.
So when I found out how much cricket I had to do, this, but professional cricket players, and
stuff.
And I went to the local park, and I was batting, and I knew.
The people in the film speaking to each other rather than having someone off camera asking questions as a typical documentary would be. Like that they fed off it just happened on the spur of the moment.
It was definitely planned because I cute romantic and I was like,
for allowing me to watch your films. I love the shorts segment because the creativity that comes from these films. And I hope that you all get a chance to check out the Spears, the studio. Go to the filmmaker